Hey guys, what's up? And welcome to my 100 subscriber plus Arsenal video, which is going to be pretty cool. It's the reason I've been waiting till 100 for this is because I have a lot of stuff. So pulling it all out to where there's better lighting is going to be quite a process. However, it's worthwhile to do. As of this point, I have over 100 subscribers and just over 25,000 video views, which is ridiculous. So I want to thank you guys for that, and you guys are awesome. Keep it up. So this is the new in-box stuff, which obviously is new in packaging. This video is probably going to be very long and involve me walking around, especially in the basement where I have my work area set up, which is where I'll do the works in progress. However, for things that are actually fully assembled, I will pull them up here where there's better lighting. So let's get started. Towards the top, we have a Quick 16, new in box Alpha Trooper, 2 Protons. People kept giving them to me, so I have 3 of them. 2 of them are still new in box. We have, I'll go in a little bit, a Reflex, 2 Secret Strike Pocket Blasters, the Electro Storm, which is the Super Soaker, 2 of those pocket footballs. I have a ton of them that are opened. It's just I didn't open them all at once, and those 2 kind of sat on the shelf. So until I need replacement ones, those will probably stay like that. And a Gear Up series Nerf Maverick, which these are all pretty cool. They're new in box. Probably eventually open them. However, these are things that I don't really need opened as of yet. So they will probably stay like that until I need them. So now I'll probably go to my melee stuff because I have a decent amount of that. So I'm going to go to that. Okay, now just kind of a small segment. I have my Vendetta swords, which I absolutely love, my clawed hatchet, which is a lot of fun to use, and I have my fencing swords, which I'm so pumped about having just because they're extremely rare. So that's pretty much it for my melee as of currently. I'll probably do my works in progress next, and then I'll probably do stock and then modified. So that's pretty much it for the melee, so I'm going to go on to my works in progress, which will probably be a longer segment. Okay, so now up first I have things that are either non-functional or works in progress. So they're kind of lying all about my working area. So over here by most of my power tools I have some Hornet tanks, which you guys saw I was testing. The pair is already cut off. I think that's pretty much it for this table. My other table over here, I have a 3K that I've been working on recently. I just stripped everything out and I'm cleaning it out right now because the glue gauge actually exploded on mine because I guess the glue deteriorated around it because it was right by the lip of where it should have been glued. However, I guess over time it weakened and it kind of exploded all over the inside of that. So that was tons of fun cleaning out. So there's the box with the other parts in there. Down here on the floor we have the Quickfire Sniper that is currently being worked on. It's kind of held together by the stock front attachment of the scope right now. There's no screws in it. However, I'm working on that currently. There's the Hornet tank and pump. Over here I have the parts to about 3 different snap bows, which are having various problems of their own. Haven't really had time to work on them recently because I've been pretty busy. However, most of them just need handle, like 2 of them just need handles, and the other ones are kind of, and the painted one needs a handle and it needs a trigger. What else? We have some scrap PVC on the first shelf. Second shelf is ammo. We have rockets and other various large ammos. We've got my darts, well most of them, there's a lot of them scattered around. Stefan blanks, I need to make some. I'm going to order some stuff. I got my jig for cutting, various boxes of just parts lying around from other projects. I've got some stuff up here. A lot of my snap making materials are on this top shelf. Like I've got my lithium grease, there's a turret up here, but most of my plastic clothespins and other stuff such as screws that I use to make my snaps are up, and other homemades are up there. I've got a non-working currently is the Rise 12. I don't think you guys can see it. So it is the Jaguar, which the turret actually broke on it, so I've been working on that. So that's why the review, or rather the mod guide, hasn't been out. Been working on one of the useful tactical lights. This video is probably going to be pretty long without editing, but basically it's been minimized so far. There's none of the internals, and I've cut out a bunch of plastic, so that's being worked on. We have an Alpha Trooper here that I haven't really worked on in quite a while. My Jolt, which this video still currently has the most views. However, the barrel broke off. That's because I did this during the winter, and the glue isn't as strong as it would normally be. So that actually snapped after a couple months of being used. Various shells. I've got a Maverick, a bunch of other pieces. I have a Airtech 1000, my experimental air tank was back there, 2K shell, some other various pieces, Hornet, don't even know what to call this one, a couple of Maverick turrets, trying to think of what the name of this is, Ultimate Rapid Blast. Let's see, we got a reactor thing, tube, don't even know what to call that, Big Bad Bow arms, PVC. Got some brass and some aluminum barreling, which it all telescopes very well. So I was actually trying that out with the 3K tank while it was out. What I did was 17-30 seconds telescoping barrel into 9/16, and then into the aluminum end. So it was about 3 feet overall, but it was extremely accurate just because it controls the air very well. So now I'm going to go upstairs to where I can actually show you with better lighting the other parts of my collection. Okay, so now my stock collection will be broken down into two sections. This is the smaller of the two sections, then I have some bigger blasters that I'll put up next. So starting up in this corner, we have the Point Break and the Microburst. Moving down a little bit, we have the Barricade over there, but then we have the Atomizer, which is that little slingshot thing. It's actually hilarious to use, so if you want to see a video on that, just ask for it, because I was debating on making one, because it's basically like a tiny little slingshot that shoots the ballistic balls, and it's hilarious to use. It's actually the only thing, well, not the only thing, there's others, but it's one of the only things that is worse than a reactor. So there is my barrel break. I absolutely love that thing. For stock darts, it's a ton of fun. Original Dart Tag Blaster, the other one's been modified. This is the Belt Blaster, which I believe it's called. This was actually my first Nerf gun. It's one of the original Mavericks. So it's still in works. It's had a little bit of work done to it, where I replaced the plunger tube because the top piece of it just snapped off, but I replaced it with another one from a blue Maverick like that. Marshmallow Raider, I believe is the name of it, which is not really a Nerf blaster, however it can be modified into one, so it's still there. I have the evolution of Airtech, with the exception of the Airtech 4000. So I have a stock 1000, 2000, and then 3000. I have another 2000 and another 3000 that were works in progresses. So you'll probably saw those in the last segment. So those two I have other ones of, and then I have the parts to another Airtech 1000 as well. So, but those three are all stock, and they're going to stay that way. So now I'll do the bigger blasters. Okay, now starting in this corner with the larger items is my Firefly, which is probably one of my favorite stock blasters. It's an old school one, but I still really like it. Sonic Series Recon. We have a Titan, which the missile for is downstairs. I have my Vulcan with 2 chains and a tripod. It's a ton of fun, but it's not really practical, but fun and practical don't always have to be the same thing. So we have 2 stock blue long shots. The first one had its own video, which I did a while ago when I got it. So that can be reviewed if you want to see it. So I got that one, which is in really good condition. And I have mine, which was actually, I got when the long shot first came out. And it still has the original, both yellow magazines, the scope, and the front gun. So people be jelly. So that's a pretty awesome thing to have right now, especially with the complete yellow mags and everything. So that's mine, and it's still amazing condition, so it's gonna stay that way. So now to the modified. Okay, so this is the final section, which is kind of smaller than I thought it would be, just because it's only operational modified blasters, and with the exception of the one homemade, which didn't really fit in anywhere else at the moment. So, starting in the bottom corner, there's an old video that I did a long time ago about the modified Dart Tag Blaster, which is still in the same condition. There is my rocket launcher, which has been slightly painted since then. The only thing that the tip is kind of like in an awkward stage right now because I still wanted to do more detailing on it, obviously. This is just like the base coat, and I originally wanted to do like a big mouth, either like a shark or something on the front. However, that may change, so it's not going to be painted yet. Ultimate Missile Blast, which is still the same. The Recon reactor integration from a long time ago, which is still kicking actually. It's a lot of fun to use, and it's not really practical at all. It's more for, what I did was the reactor's still the same, but the Recon has some issues with the bolt sled after a while. So what I did was I actually singled it, and I use it as an all-full blaster. So that's pretty much how that went down. I mean, it's a lot of fun to use, just as this singled Recon, it's pretty unpractical. So it's a lot of fun though. But the other thing is the paint job still looks pretty nice on that. What else? We have the Octo Shot, which has been returreted. We have the Quick 16, which is just chilling over there. We have the Tactical Raven with the lasers still working. So actually, I'm gonna go in here really quick and just show you. Laser still works, and that's activated by here, and the other switch is up there. What else? We have two Tiny Blasters, which is the Reflex, and the Secret Strike, which has the tank expansion. So those two are pretty much still the same. The Reflex has the CPVC barrel replacement. My oldest surviving mod, which is the almost Star Wars-like Big Bad Bow, which has a coupler on it right now, and the dead space removal and some other stuff. But I say oldest surviving because the only one that I did before that mod was a Night Finder, which actually exploded, because there was a hairline crack in the front, and it was using a 25-pound spring. So one time when I just went to go fire it, the front parts of plastic literally shot everywhere, and it was kind of crazy. So last but not least is probably my best paint job, and that's the Maverick with the LEDs and the CPVC barrels and a bunch of other mods. So the LEDs still work. If I can do it with one hand, yes I can. So those still look really nice. Paint job still looks good. We have the CPVC barrels, and hard to do with one hand, but barrels still spin. The turret still spins very well. And a lot of fun to use. So that's pretty much it for my Arsenal video. This is probably dragging on for quite a while, but I have a lot of stuff. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate your support a lot. It's become a large part of my YouTube channel so far. So I want to thank everyone who supported me so far, and please continue to do so, and I'll keep making new stuff. So hope you enjoyed this rather lengthy video, but I had to do it eventually. So thank you for watching. If you watched the entire thing, you're awesome. So like I said before, rambling now. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.